I'm going to show you how to do that big triangle that's on my multi-stitched baby blanket, which you can see if you look on to all my videos. The way you do it is you take your first color, some of these stitches are on backwards so I'm going into the back, and you knit all the way across the row until you get to the very last stitch, and that is when you're going to add your second color. So here we are, this is the last stitch. We're going to take the second color and knit one stitch. Going to turn the work around. You're going to now do 2 stitches of the second color. 1, 2. Make sure that you twist the yarn, the new color goes under the old color, and then you're going to knit with the first color, the red, till you get to the end of the row. And here we are at the end of the row. And we're going to turn again, and we're going to knit with the red until we get to 1 stitch before the last blue stitch. Again, you're going to take the blue, putting it underneath the red, and now you're going to knit 3 stitches. You're going to turn the work, and now you're going to knit 4 of the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you should be able to get the picture now. You're doing a diagonal stitch, but you're going to do it all the way across. So just keep going. And now we're on the next knit row. You can do this with a garter stitch also, but I'm doing it in the stockinette stitch. And you're going to once again knit until you come to 1 stitch of the red before the blue, making another triangular movement. Getting close. Here we are. Going to take the blue again under the red, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, and with the blue now we're going to do 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's always 1 more on the purl side and 1 less on the knit side. We're purling to the end of the row. And by the way, for those of you who are interested, I'm using Brown Sheep Lamb's Pride worsted weight. Wonderful, wonderful yarn in the red. Turn. And for the blue, I'm using Brown Sheep Nature Spun Sport. 2 different weights, but they're very close, so for this purpose it really doesn't matter. And there we are. Again, blue under red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see what's beginning to happen, right? Turn, and now 1 more blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8. Red under blue, and continue on. Alright, so we're moving right along here. We now have less red and more blue, and we're at the point now where we're doing another blue. Be sure you put the new yarn under the old, otherwise you're going to have holes in the middle of your work. That's very important. You want to twist it, make sure that you don't have holes. So you're just going to keep going now to the end of the blue row, and then turn and purl back. So we're purling back now, and remember, on the purl row you do one more stitch of the blue, again new under old, and continuing to the end of the row, and then we're going to turn and this time do one less stitch of the red. There we are again, blue under red, and continue knitting till you get to the end of the row. And purling back again with the blue, remembering that you're going to do one more stitch of blue, taking away from the red. That's how this triangle works. The last blue, one more, and again the new under the old, and we purl to the end of the row and we turn. We're almost there. We're going to knit again one less red stitch, and we're going to put the new under the old, twisting it, and just keep knitting till you get to the end of this row. And now we've turned the work around and we're purling back with the blue. Remember, it's going to be one more blue stitch, then the red, and here we are, the last blue, one more, pull the red under, purl the last 3 stitches, turn. Now one less red, so there's only 2, blue under the red, keep knitting till you get to the end of the row and turn. And again we've turned. We're purling back with the blue, remembering that we're going to do one more stitch of blue. Just keep going till you get to the last blue stitch. And here we are. And one more, leaving one red stitch. Purl that off, turn, and this time we're going to just do all blue. We're done with the red. We've finished our triangle. And you're just going to knit all the way across, and then you'll be able to see what we've done here. So here you have it. It's the triangle. It's really fun and easy to make. It looks really good for perhaps a pillow, a washcloth, a dish towel, even on a sweater as a pattern, or as you saw in my baby blanket as a part of that. And for those of you who are wondering, I just added it to this sampler of all the different stitches that I've demonstrated. It's nothing, but here it is, and I hope you have fun doing it.